And now it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you the president of the class of 2009, Moshe Malashock.
I fully realize that I have friends out there that in the audience that will put this speech on YouTube if I choke. However, after watching videos of other law school graduation speeches, I'm not that worried. Watching those speeches online, I've come to the conclusion that I can't stand legally blonde references, unless, of course, they are in reference to my roommate and fellow graduate Sean Whitmore's special edition platinum box set. I would like to take this opportunity to not only thank my family, but on behalf of all my fellow law students, I would like to thank all of the family out there in the audience today. Your support, affection, and confidence in us has been just as crucial to our survival throughout law school as Legal Lines in Nutshells has been to mine personally. When law school began, all of us law students were split into two separate sections. In our first year, this divide among us was difficult to overcome. While it is human nature to form cliques among people who share your interests, views, and sense of humor, it proved especially difficult to overcome this concept of a law school section. While I made plenty of friends in that first year, I couldn't help but wonder, what were the people like on the other side? I was concerned, while this system of division was practical from an academic standpoint, it could prevent me from making friendships that I might have made otherwise. And more importantly, it made it that much more difficult to talk to the single women in the other section. However, that concern was limited to our first year. The second year of law school was a different experience altogether. By enrolling in courses geared towards my intended area of practice and participating in various student organizations, I had the opportunity to meet many more students. I could have not asked for a better, friendlier, or more professional group of peers. You often hear about law school being a cutthroat atmosphere in which it is every man and woman for themselves. While Washburn has certainly been just as competitive as any other law school, the student body here absolutely does not fit within that stereotype. It is a testament to the Washburn faculty and its admissions office that is able to attract such a great group of people on a consistent basis. These are tough times for us as future attorneys. With the economy and job market the way it is, I know all of us share the same concerns about our future. It is easy to get caught up in the gloom and despair that we see in the news daily, but I'm here to tell you that there's good reason to disregard it. We have all seen the changes our country is going through. Whether you approve of these changes or not, now is the time to get excited about the role you can play in our country's future. I have watched all of you grow these 3 years. Many of you made huge strides and have gone from having no direction at all to having a serious passion for criminal defense, family law, and even tax law. Although I'll never understand that. Those of you who are still uncertain of your path, your anxiety is understandable, but unnecessary. With a law degree, we have the opportunity to affect the policy and direction of this country in ways no other profession can provide. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Use your Washburn Law education to become leaders in government, in business, and in education. You have the tools necessary to become extraordinary leaders. With great power comes great responsibility. I know the majority of you, and I have great confidence that you will take advantage of the power afforded to you by a lot of you. And yes, I did just quote Spider-Man. In any case, I would just like to say it's been an honor and a pleasure to go to Washburn School of Law with you all. Thank you for the great ride. And now, as Masood Denavifar, my fellow law school graduate would say, let's go slaughter, demolish, and punish the bar. Thank you.
Yay! Yay! Yeah, Yoeli!
And with that, I would like to now present this year's Professor and Adjunct Professor of the Year awards. The Professor of the Year Professor of the Year award goes to Professor John Francis. While I've never had Professor Francis as a professor, I've heard from countless people about his reputation as a compassionate educator, and his presence in the law clinic is a definite boon to our law school. And as my sister noticed in my speech I used boom twice, so. All right, nobody laughed. All right. Plus, Professor Francis is a Yankees fan, so it can't be that bad, right?
Yes, that's my son. That's my stepson.
The Adjunct Professor of the Year Award goes to Professor Bill Osman. Professor Osman's hard work here at Washburn Law School has consistently helped to make our law students capable and competitive trial attorneys. Thank you, Professor Osman.
Thank you, Mr. Malashock. I would now like to introduce the president of the Washburn University School of Law Alumni Association, a 1980 graduate of the law school, Stephen Kavanaugh.
Good evening. On behalf of the Washburn School of Law Alumni Association, I would like to congratulate the graduating class of 2009. Tonight is a time for celebration. This day marks the completion of a rigorous course of study as a Washburn Law student.